Hello, it's Boxing Day. It's time for another toy hunt. We've arrived a little bit early, hoping to get in a little bit before proper opening. But we're at the NEC for another BP Fairs Toyfair. So let's see how it goes today. Let's get in there. Massive queue, but we're going to pay the extra to go in early. I love these Star Trek figures, but this Turtles set, they don't make them like this anymore. Amazing set of bears here, but I've got to say the one that really got for me is between Batman and the Joker, or the Bowie bear. So nicely laid out before the rabble have got in. I do like a Donatello. We've got the army Donatello here. We've got Samurai. God, you really can't go wrong with the Titantron arena there. There's something about these kind of action figures that always really appeals to me. I really want to start a literal collection at some point. But there's also like the Batman stuff, the Star Trek stuff. I think they're just really nice looking figures. Some great wrestling figures here. I'm looking at the Undertaker and Kane. Let's have a little collection of them. Don't know. My boys got into Hot Wheels, so now I'm like, I see a stall like this and I'm like, do I have to have a look at this? But there's so many. Always one of the best looking stands around. So much stuff on here. God. I love these, I think these are Visionaries.
Supernaturals, caged to fight with ghostly might. Supernatural! Behold the supernaturals, ghostly warriors that change to fight when they're hit with light, because each has an amazing hologram, an eerie hologram you control with a turn of your hand. Turn them into the light and watch them change into even more powerful creatures.
Change to fight with ghostly might.
I don't think there's anything that looks cooler than the old WWF Hasbro figures in a ring. I probably need to get a ring at some point. These little people figures have really snuck up, but I love them. Elton John set, got a Goonies set, so cool. I've seen something that's very much been on my list. I've got these head crushers, which are really nice. Aladdin figures here, but it's this, Benny the car. Oh, it's on my list, I might have to look at it. I really want to get into buying some kind of cards at some point. It's always something that I look at and think it'd be cool to just start, but what better than a set of rad dudes collection. 55 rad dudes to collect. These Police Academy figures look amazing. There's so many iconic characters, but they've also got the Bill and Ted figures and a Bill and Ted Jam Sessions figure. Fred and Barney. I know these are reissues, but these superhero turtles, the sewer heroes, look great. I might have to get the Donatello for the Donatello shelf. These 18 figures are great, but I'm really liking the Rocky Bopper. Ugh. See, this is what I want a toy store to look like. This is what I want to see every time. So many figures. So much nice stuff. I like this, but I don't know if I need it or not. And then also, I'm not a Magic the Gathering guy, but do I need to get this just for the Spider-Man figure? I don't know. I like opening cards as well. This Deadpool Colossus is cool as well. Some Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but the one that caught the eye is these Toxic Crusaders. I think these are based on figures that weren't actually released. But it just looks like a really great figure. These Street Fighter figures are so great. But I got this Wolfman Raphael for Christmas. I love these Universal figures. I think they look amazing. As usual, I'm caught looking at the Simpsons figures again. I really like these Sin City figures as well. You don't see these often. But then, the Gremlins little people. I don't know what it is with the little people, but I might have to get this. Ever since my son started collecting little Lego figurines. I've got a new appreciation for them. If you ever want to dress up as a daft racist, then we got the costume for you right here. Here's all the Hasbros. And I think I've actually seen one that I need. I actually need this big boss man figure here though. These are the ones that I need, but they're so expensive. I don't know if I want to collect them. Again, we found a massive collection of the Simpsons figures. I just think they're such a cool range. Donut Head Homer. Oh, I just want to collect them all. I think I might have to collect all these Turtles figures. My kid has got them all, but I might have to get some and just put them away. But also, they've got the Celebrity Simpsons figures, which are just great again. I am loving these Gears of Wars figures. I really haven't to resist getting a collection on these. But also, the Labyrinth Giraffe figure. Really getting to the point where it's busy now, but we're not even halfway round. So, you know, let's keep going. God, there's some great stuff here. I love this ET talking figure. But right down here, we got these walking figures, but I like the international gladiators. I collected the gladiators, but I don't think I can go for the international ones. And the A-Team Karate Kid. So funny to like let me look. And all these characters are now in Cobra Kai. What a great figure though. This is just so classic. I just love seeing toys like this. I don't know what it is. This is why I love toy shows. Now this is like nostalgia right here. God, the old WCW videotapes. There you go. This is a great example of what a stand should look like. This is a Monkey's Emporium stand. I think it just looks great. Absolutely fantastic. These knockoff figures are so cool. Just so much cool stuff. Just keep saying things are cool all the time. I have no clue what this is, but a fat Michelangelo. Fat Michelangelo. Like my camera work's been all over the place on this video, but look at these robots. Toy Bedlam stall is always one where I'm like, I'm going to spend some money here, for sure. So much cool stuff. Got a big collection of these Superstars figures, but the ones I'm looking at the moment are these Masters of the Universe crossover. I love a crossover figure, but I've also noticed one of my favourites, the evil dentist, Isaac Yankem. I'm going to have to get him. It's just here, they're my favourite of these figures. This is the New Day, but he's got a rotating head, so each member of the New Day gets a different face in there. That's cool. Even got just hiding here, one of the Turtles wrestling crossovers, Macho Man Michelangelo. Having a look through these box Lucy's for Donatello, but I can't find anything daft. But I do like that they've got a cheeky Irma there, and we've got the Star Trek's Turtles, which I'm always like excited to see. See, these masks are terrifying, but nothing's as terrifying as the Beavis and Butthead ones. Jesus Christ. It's a good old troll there, and then Teddy Ruxpin, and again, I can never remember the name of the group that this elephant came from. Are they the Wuffles? The Wuzzles? No idea. One thing that I don't understand, and I don't know if someone can explain this to me, is these Lord of the Rings figures. I remember them all coming in completely different boxes to this. These are more like a flat standard action figure. I remember them in the fancy boxes. What happened? Did they change it? Always buy a daft Donatello figure, and there's so many Turtles figures here, but I think it might have to be this one. Oh, Firefighting Donnie with a little pup. Which of these two shall I go for? Find out at the end of the video. Frankenstein's Monster of Raphael, which has a sticker price of $2.99, so if I can get it for that, I'd be pretty happy. I can see over here they've got the Invisible Man, Michelangelo, which I really like. Oh no, just down here they've got the Star Trek Donatello. These NECA figures for 20 quid are a steal in my opinion, but I'm also loving all the He-Man stuff. I wish I could get my kid into playing with these, especially my favourites, which are the Buzz-Off. I think this might be the sexiest things we found, these Harley Davidson pigs, but then again it might be these Betty Boops, so who knows. Alright, we've got a new weirdest thing we've seen at the show. Compo from Last of the Summer Wine as a mug, and then a Last of the Summer Wine vase? I love this Smeagol, but these Lord of the Rings figures look so good. I don't know if I need this full set though, but I might have to start a collection. So much of this stuff looks so cool. I like the cone heads, but down here, the die-hard John McClane. Ooh. Always got excited to see Corinthians, soccer stars. Bit of Andy Cole there. Got classic Curtains David Beckham. And we've even got a bit of David Batty there. Some of the stuff here there. Godzilla's go-kart. King Kong's throne. So much cool stuff. I don't know if this is something I need to get, but this Hong Kong Fury. Oh, number one super guy. Love seeing these little packets here, and I've seen this Muttley. I don't know if he's an egg cup holder or what. Might have to get him, but then they've also got a Zig and Zag. Oh, got a nice big Ultimate Warrior there. Oh god, these Battletoads. These are huge. Not seen Primeval toys before, but again, it's so tempting. The Simpsons figures, but they've got the living room. That's a good one to just get now to start. And I could get, there's a Homer, there's a Bart. These Casper toys are cool, but I didn't know they made a figure of your mum. Some great figures here. Love the old classic Granny, but I do like these Earthworm Jim figures with number 4 in the goldfish bowl. Ugh. I always think that the blue Legion of Doom looks so weird to me. It just doesn't look right. I think this is one of my favourite random figures. It's the Ringmasters WCW figure, but it's the dog-faced gremlin Rick Steiner with a gremlin, and they did a bunch of weird ones like this. I really like this. It's daft. Always nice to see the Manic Miners stand, being the local toy shop for me. I have to stop myself from buying anything new, but I really fancy the Manta Force over here. It's cool to see like Alf and their AT&T, but these books, especially the Decalogue ones, that's memories. Got a bit of Taz, but we got this Super Flexi, which I think is something I need. And I need the smart guy as well. I was going to call him a lizard, but he's a weasel. It's telling me to buy him. They're showing up too much. Wall and a half there. Memories of all of these in the back garden, in the trees, playing around with them. I love a NECA figure, and it's not often I see one of the Turtles figures that I don't have. But they've got, just over here, the train track shredder, which I think I definitely need. Again, I'm really confused at the different styles of packaging for these Lord of the Rings figures. Labyrinth stand here. Oh god. Friend. I saw Giant Forky, but then the Bray Wyatt behind. And my first Muppets figure, but I already got that one. Not got my pal Funkle here today, but if I did, he'd be loving this. All of this. And this is another case of something that just isn't my bag, but I can appreciate it. Something like this. And all these Transformers figures. So much here. See, I saw these earlier and I thought they were visionaries, but they're supernaturals. The Vampire House of Horror. God, there's so much stuff. These germs are amazing. God.
Freddy's, is there cash?
God, it's just constant things on this table. I think the tailspin's the stuff that I like the look of. Or this Jurassic Park. That's the Doctor. God. God, I love these gremlins up here. There's so much cool stuff here. Always love this stand. I think these giant gremlins look amazing. But I also really like this dancing Slimer, dances to the Ghostbusters theme. Then I think I've actually found a figure that I need. This Evil Rex. I think I need this. There's my girl. And look at all these different Gremlins figures. I like a bit of Mars Attacks as well. I always think the figures for this look really different. I'm trying not to say cool, can you tell? It's 2 weeks later, I'm back at home, we've grown a beard, it's all changed here, but hopefully the audio issues weren't too bad in that little video. I know I changed some settings mid-show and I think I messed up a little bit, and then I changed it back and it got a bit better, but hopefully it was all watchable for you. Let's have a look at what we bought. First off, we bought the Train Track Takedown and the Terminate the Turtles, both from the Nickelodeon cartoon. Now, Train Track Takedown is from a weird episode of the Turtles where they went to Europe. It was kind of set around season 4. And this one features Shredder dressed as an engineer. It's one of Shredder's classic outfits that he uses to try and blend in, where he doesn't blend in at all. Really like the accessories that this comes with. Particularly, there's a set of crossed arms that you can use on the old Shredder. And it's just a nice little touch. Next up, we've got Evil Rex 1. This is a clone of Rex 1, who was police officer robot who runs into April. Shredder ends up cloning him to make these robots to fight the Turtles. Really nice looking figure this. I like the way that his chest even opens up so you can see the controls for him. Wish more figures had a chest that opened up. Staying on the Turtles theme, I bought a couple of Lucy's here. We've got 2 Daft Donatello figures. Let's see if these zoom in. Oh, they're not wanting to. We've got some kind of weightlifting Donatello and a kind of fire hydrant Donatello. People who've watched the channel for a while now will probably know that I buy a Daft Donatello figure at every toy show or shop I go to. And these were 2 that I couldn't pick between them, so I got them both in the end. Really like the way the weightlifter comes with the actual bar and the scales, and we've even got a little medal in there. As for the fireman Donatello, he even comes with a little dog, which I just really, really like this. I couldn't pick between the 2 of them. We got them both. They're going on the Daft Donatello shelf. And as well as the Lucy Donatellos, we also picked up a couple of box ones, which I don't massively do, but these were 2 that I kind of love. First off, we had the First Officer Donatello. This is the Star Trek Donatello. Now, when I saw this, I saw it earlier in the show. Later, I saw it at another stall. And I kind of checked first to see if they had all 4. Because I didn't want to buy all 4. I just wanted Donatello, but I didn't want to be the person to break it up. And luckily, they only had 3 of them. So I didn't feel so bad about grabbing the Donatello. But on the same stall, they also had this one. It's an item I've never seen before. It's Coil Force Donatello. Bit of a wild one, this, when I looked at it. It's got kind of springs within it that gives it what it calls on the box a cowabunga spring action. I just thought this was a different one, and having the little Donatello shelf has been something I've really enjoyed. And so these were 2 nice little pickups for it. And I ended up getting one final Turtles item, and it's a bit of a weird one. As we've got the Daft Donatello shelf, when I saw this, I absolutely couldn't resist it. Now you can see a price tag on there that says $2.99 and then crossed out, and another one that says 75p. Gonna try and pull those off nicely, but I just thought this would be a great background for in the area of my Donatello shelf. In fact, let's have a look how it looks now. Just over my shoulder, just there, you'll probably see my WWF Hasbro collections. And I haven't bought any of the modern ones, but one did catch my eye at the show. You saw it in the video. It's Isaac Yankem DDS. I'm a big fan of the wrestler Kane, Not the man behind him who's a bit of a dick, but the wrestler Kane I really loved, and I loved the character of Isaac Yankem DDS. He was a wrestling dentist who was brought in to fight Bret the Hitman Hart on behalf of Jerry the King Lawler, and this is just a daft little figure. I think I'm going to slip him out the box. It's not sealed, so we'll pop him somewhere. I've even got a Kane and Undertaker shelf, so maybe we'll slap him on there. Now, I did say in the video that we did manage to find one of the Hasbro figures that I am collecting that I didn't have yet. And that was the Big Boss Man. Now, this is the Big Boss Man from the Series 3, where he's got the clothesline. And the Jailhouse Jam, I believe, was his special move. Just one of the ones I needed. I'm not too bothered about getting it too fancy, but this looked alright for the price. You saw it in the video, and I said I probably couldn't resist. Yippee-ki-yay. We've got John McClane. There he is. I think this is a gorgeous figure. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to keep him in the box because I just think the detailing in there is just too nice. We've got the bloody shirt, we've got the shoeless aspect, and we've even got the like kind of guns and stuff in the background. I think I'm going to have to take this out and get this actually set up nicely for on display. In fact, here you go. Here it is right now. There you go, sorted. One thing I'm always on the lookout for is Roger Rabbit related items. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Jessica, but I've kind of been thinking about starting to collect the Flexums and the other ones. I can't remember what they're called, but we saw the Super Flexum there, and I had to get this. This is too cool. This is, I really need to stop calling everything cool. This is a Super Flexum. It's massive. It's from LJN. I just think this looks great. And it's really big. There were a couple of other Roger Rabbit items we saw at the show, but none of them I felt that were really the right price for me to get. But the big boy, we had to get it. Series that's been out lately. I know it's mainly a kid's toy, but they've started doing versions based upon like actual adult stuff. I picked up the Always Sunny in Philadelphia set at the last show I was at. And at this one, I picked up the Gremlins one. There you go. Only disappointment is there's no Greta in there. But I just think, again, it's a really nice little cute set. We've got the Flasher Gremlin. We've got Spike. We've got a Popcorn Gremlin. And, of course, we've got Gizmo. I just think it's another nice little set. Now, I marked off a collection complete recently, which means you've got to start to think about another one. And for me, it's been the Lord of the Rings figures. Only picked up one at the show. We saw quite a few. Ended up doing a deep dive after buying this. So this is Frodo in the Goblin disguise armor. This is one of my favorites. I've actually got a few of these figures back that I actually bought when they were released. And I've got them loose downstairs in the display cabinet. I can't really decide what I want to do with these. I think in the box they look so good. And I'm not sure I want to take them out of it. But I don't really have the space. Now my last big purchase was a couple of figures that were part of a kind of new collection. I've got 2 boxed items from this range, but I've been thinking about getting them, but I'm not 100% sure. These were at a decent price, so I picked them up. There, 2 figures from the Gears of War series. This is, I believe, Marcus Phoenix and one of the, I think one of the Theron guards. I'm not entirely sure. It didn't come with any of the accessories or anything, but I've seen these at a show really nicely laid out, and ever since I did, I've been thinking I kind of want to purchase a loose collection. There's a few gone up big on eBay recently, and I've not wanted to bite the bullet on it. And then my final purchases were 2 little silly things. They cost me £3 each. Montgomery Moose from the Get Along Gang and Muttley. I think Muttley is an egg cup holder. It came with this little bit that goes in the top. Not sure what we'll put in there. Probably just Montgomery Moose. Stick it on a shelf somewhere. For a £5, £6, whatever it was. It's just a nice little shelf item. But anyway, that was the toy show. That was everything we bought. I did end up going to Stafford the next day. Ended up picking a few new things up there as well. So hopefully we'll get that video up in the next week. I haven't checked the sound quality, but I hope it's all right. Thanks for checking out. This is a new YouTube channel. I've moved all my toy videos over to here, and hopefully we'll have loads of toy videos going up through the year. So why not chuck it a follow? Stick a comment on there, say what you liked in the video and like it. You can check out my Instagram, which is TaffsToys. I try and put a post up every day of an item that I've opened and or put on the shelf. So hopefully there'll be some posts going up over the next week of items we've picked up at the show, and we'll see how it is. Thanks for watching the video. See you later. Bye.